Have you ever felt like you're putting in all the work, but your bank account just isn't getting the memo? Well, if you are so over the financial frustration, you are in the right place. Today, we're going to unlock the powerhouse ideas from Jen Sincero's amazing guide, You Are a Badass at Making Money. We are going to break down the key mindset shifts that can totally transform your financial reality.
You know, what's so powerful about Jen Sincero's message is how simple it is, really. Making money isn't just about crunching numbers or having the perfect strategy. Nope. It's about your mindset, your energy, and this is the big one. It's about giving yourself permission to live the life you actually want, instead of settling for the one you just think you can get.
I just love how honest Jen is about all this. I mean, she spent years living in a converted garage, literally patching things together with duct tape and eating the free bread at restaurants because she couldn't afford a meal. And it just makes you wonder, right? Why do so many smart, talented, capable people find themselves stuck in that exact same boat?
While according to Sincero, the problem isn't our intelligence, and it's not even our circumstances. The real culprit? It's our internal programming. All those old, outdated, and usually invisible beliefs about money that we picked up when we were just kids.
Sincero has this great concept she calls the Little Prince. So just imagine the 7-year-old version of you is running your entire financial kingdom. That kid formed all their ideas about money, that it's scary, that it causes fights, that rich people are greedy, without any adult logic or filters. And guess what? That little prince is still secretly calling all the shots today.
To show you just how powerful this is, Jen tells this fantastic story from when she was a kid in Italy. Her family tricked her into eating fried calamari by letting her believe it was fried worms. And because she believed it was worms, she literally gagged while she was eating it. If she'd known it was just squid, she would have been totally fine.
And that right there, that just nails the point. So your mind doesn't really distinguish between some external truth and what you believe is true. If you believe money is hard to get, then your reality is going to be a struggle. If you believe you're eating worms, you're going to gag. When it comes down to it, your external financial world is just a mirror of your internal one.
So this all leads to a really critical question for every single one of us. What stories is your little prince telling you? That you're not good enough? That wanting more money makes you a bad person? The very first step to changing your reality is just to become aware of the make-believe stories that are running your life.
All right, so once you start seeing these old stories, the next step, it's a big one. Sincero argues that one of the single biggest roadblocks to wealth is that we just refuse to give ourselves permission to have it. It's like we're more attached to our righteous stories about being broke than we are to our desire for a better life.
A classic example is this belief that wanting money is greedy. So many of us are taught that it's somehow more noble to struggle. But Sincero just flips this whole idea on its head. She says a healthy desire for wealth is really a desire for life. The desire to grow, to experience new things, to contribute, and to become the absolute fullest version of yourself. Greed comes from a place of lack. True abundance comes from a desire for more life. So, how do we actually go about changing these deep-seated beliefs? Well, Sincero lays out this beautifully simple 4-step process. First, you got to become aware of that negative thought, like, oh, I can't afford that. Second, question it. Ask yourself, is that really true, or is it just a habit? Third, you rewrite it into something that empowers you, like money flows to me easily and often. And finally, you have to say it, you have to feel it, and you have to repeat it until that new belief becomes your new default setting.
Okay, so you've started rewriting your beliefs. What's next? This is where Sincero says you absolutely, positively must make a firm, no-turning-back decision to change your financial life. I'm not talking about a, maybe I'll try, or, oh, it would be nice if, but a real, concrete, this is happening decision.
And here's why that's so critical. Indecision is paralyzing. We spend years rationalizing why we're stuck, why our mediocre job is secure, or why it's not the right time. That quote says it all, doesn't it? All that energy you're spending to justify your current situation could be used to build something absolutely magnificent.
A true decision is like a declaration to the universe. Becky Sincero says that as soon as she made that no-nonsense choice to succeed, suddenly new ideas and new income streams started popping up everywhere. The thing is, they had always been there, but her mind was too busy focusing on lack and clipping coupons to even notice them. The decision changes your focus, and your focus changes your reality.
So we've got the new beliefs, and we've got the firm decision. But now comes the part that terrifies most people. Taking action. And I mean specifically, taking action that pushes you way, way outside of your comfort zone.
This right here is the secret sauce. You know, we're all taught that you have to work hard for money. And yeah, that can be true. But Sincero says the real secret is that you have to be willing to get massively uncomfortable. You have to take risks that feel scary as hell.
And she's super specific about what these uncomfy actions look like. It's not about being reckless. It's about things like investing in yourself when it feels like a huge stretch. It's about launching that business idea, even if you feel like a total fraud. It's about making yourself visible and risking looking stupid, because that is where all the growth happens. You know, your comfort zone is a lovely place, but nothing ever grows there.
And here's maybe the biggest mind flip of all. That feeling of fear you get right before you take a big leap, that's not a stop sign. Sincero says fear and excitement are the exact same energy. They're two sides of the same coin. That nervous, thrilling, butterflies in your stomach discomfort, that's the feeling of you expanding. That's the feeling of you living a bigger life. That's the feeling of being in charge.
So really, this whole journey, from changing your deep down beliefs to making a solid decision to taking those scary risks, is all about choosing growth over comfort. So I'll leave you with this question, right from the heart of the book. What is one uncomfy action you can take right now, today, to start building the magnificent life that you absolutely deserve?